welcome back to 843 TV at Holy Trinity Classical Christian School. And now we're going to be talking about a special senior class trip that is coming up with an important mission. And joining us is Reverend Todd, who is a parent and pastor, serves at a local church here, and senior student Eliza. Welcome.
Thank you.
You are a senior?
Yes.
How long have you been at Holy Trinity?
I've been here for 6 years now.
So your whole middle and high school education has been
Yes,
here. I know that's been very rewarding and helpful to you. And you get to finish off with an amazing opportunity. Let's talk about the senior trip, the mission, where you're going, and all of those good things. We'll start with you.
Yeah, just love this as a capstone trip for the students and all that they've been taught, all that they've learned. It's a way of putting into practice. And so it's ending, they're going to have a great time, but it's also an opportunity for us to go and serve together. So this door opened for us to go to Costa Rica to do a very important work of coming alongside some ministries that are already happening, as well as helping to start some new things down there. So I'm excited for the final experience for these seniors to have at the end of their time together, is going and serving and leaving a lasting impact.
Yeah, I'm sure it's going to be a wonderful experience for you. And how many students are you taking?
There are 21 people on the trip, so about 16 students, and then a few chaperones, those of us going along, just to give encouragement along the way.
Yeah. Eliza, let's talk to you a little bit about what are you looking forward to? I know there's special mission and you're going to be doing some particular things to help. So tell us about some of those things.
Yes, ma'am. We'll be serving with the children down at the school, and then figuring out what that looks like. We're going to be working with somebody down in Costa Rica to plan it, and having some of the seniors actually help plan it. So Father Todd and some other people have set it up so that we can help plan it and see what the mission trip's going to look like from what we would like to do.
I love that you're involved with planning it, and you mentioned a leadership team that's going to prepare you for, you know, the real world after graduation, and have to, whether it's a job or something you're involved in, to take the reins and plan it. So that's amazing. So tell us a little bit more about what you're working on. So far.
Yes, Sam. Well, we've set up the leadership team now, and we're about to start planning how exactly that's going to look. We've talked about doing sports camps and working with some children, or just helping out wherever the mission team sees that fit.
There's another Christian school down there too that we will be spending time at with our students, which will be a neat connection to see how that looks in a different culture. And then some of those students will actually be going with us as translators throughout the rest of the week. So it really will be a neat opportunity to build relationships with people who are down there that we can encourage and hopefully stay in contact with after we leave.
Yeah, I'm glad you say stay in contact, because sometimes with these trips, the follow-up is challenging. And, you know, if you can keep those relationships going, I think you see the impact over a course of time there. And I know it's going to be life-changing for both of you. Yeah. Have you been abroad at all?
I have. I've led several of these trips, so that's where I'm excited to go and experience them with just a really neat group of kids. My daughter's a senior, so the fact she's willing to let me come along on her trip is a pretty big deal. But this is just such a neat senior class, and I'm so excited to get to spend time with them down there.
Yeah. What about you? What are you most looking forward to, do you think?
I think I'm really excited to go down and serve with my peers that I've been in school with for so long, and just seeing what that looks like. We've gone to school together with for so long now, and just seeing how the serving aspect will be, and taking what we've learned here at Holy Trinity about reaching out into other communities and now taking it abroad to serve.
Yeah, and as we said, you'll be able to deepen the relationships with your fellow students and as parents and, you know, staff here at the school. So it's going to be literally life-changing and quite an impact there.
Yes,
so what are you doing? What do you need to do to prepare? Is there anything that you're working on that community can help with? Any needs that you all have still?
Yeah, there are still a few funds that need to be raised. If anybody would like to contribute, we can find out a way for them to do that. Otherwise, once the students kind of solidify what exactly we'll be doing in those times, there will be preparation. So my guess is we'll be working with some kids along the way. So what are some activities that would engage them in the community? I know one of the things we'll be doing is learning more about some of the poorest of the culture that we'll be working with. There are kids that spend their day all day in the landfill and local dump looking for anything of value. So we will be engaging with those kids in that place. And so part of what they're doing is part of the education. Many of them have been taking Spanish this year, and it's neat that our Spanish teacher is going with us on this trip. And so part of their preparation is just to overcome the language barrier, that they might be more effective when we get there.
I think it's an eye-opener for just, all of us in the United States, not realizing how blessed we are with just the things we take for granted every day. Food, just finding food, and you're not talking about kids spending their day in the landfill. Wow. I think it's going to be amazing to come back and hear all the stories, for sure. Is there a way that you're going to maybe share what you've experienced maybe with the greater school or community? Do you have any plans for that?
I think when we come back, testimonies and telling stories are so important because it inspires others to do similar. So our hope is bigger than just this year, but this might establish a precedent of future senior classes finding ways that the Lord might be calling them to serve together, even if it's not on a full trip, but of just what does it mean to give back as you're leaving at the end of their time here at Holy Trinity.
Right. You can always, spend a lifetime of serving no matter what, if it's your job or career or just little things. So I know it's going to be so exciting. I can't wait to hear it. Now, what about you for jumping a little ahead? Do you have any plans for after graduation? Because you got to be thinking about that already, I bet.
I'm planning to attend Clemson University for elementary education.
Wonderful. So there you go. You're going to be a teacher, and you're certainly going to be able to take what you experienced on this trip into the classroom. Very valuable. The students in Costa Rica, are they going to be mainly elementary, or do you have an age range that you're aware of?
High school, same age as our kids that we're going down there with, so that hopefully there really is a good connection and friendships established.
Well, it's exciting, and I can't wait to hear about it, and I just wish you the best of luck and safety as you travel. It'll be coming up soon, so if you feel led to support the trip, just contact the school, and we'll be right back with 843 TV.